Good afternoon. So this is the moment we've all been waiting for. The Cyberster is being given away today. Very, very special car for us because it's the first time we've done a brand spanking new car. We realise we're classic car people. A lot of people have made us aware that we're classic car people, so we shouldn't be doing a new car. But it just made sense. We were invited by MG to test drive or to be involved in when it first came over to the UK. So we did some bits and pieces with our local MG in Ipswich. And that was the first time we'd sort of seen this. Molly was there. So Molly's not here today. Apologies for that. Molly's not very well. And also Nick is not very well. So it's literally just me and Rob today. So keep your comments coming. We'll talk amongst ourselves.
And if the camera work is shaky,
don't worry about it. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
It'll be fine.
Well, I had my finger over the camera earlier when we were live, so that was a good start.
So yeah, we were one of the first to see the MG Cyberster. And when we went there, we just fell in love with it. I mean, it's celebrating 100 years. Yes, it's Chinese, as some people would say. It's not made in Britain anymore, but like we mentioned earlier on, it's designed in Britain. And pretty much everything in the world at the moment is Chinese. So I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But just look at it. I think it's absolutely beautiful. So you put this up against a Porsche Taycan, which is double the price. If you look at your everyday EVs, I don't think they're anything special. Yeah, you can go down the Porsche route or the Audi route, but you're paying 100, 120, 130,000 pounds. I think this is incredible value for money. Speed-wise, performance-wise, it outdoes them, or certainly is as good as them. 0 to 60 in 2 seconds. We've not experienced that, but it sounds epic. Colour combination, I think is the right colour combination. I would have chosen possibly like a yellow, but I like my garish colours. But yeah, so this is, what did you say it was?
Camden Grey.
Camden Grey with red interior and the red roof. I think is absolutely beautiful. So this is going to be given away today, or £45,000. We were really surprised by this because it didn't do probably as well as we hoped. Certainly didn't do as well as we hoped, but someone is in. I mean, the odds on this at the beginning were 8,000. So you had a 1 in 8,000 chance to win a brand spanking new car. And not only a brand spanking new car, probably one of the very first MG Cybersters to arrive in the UK. It can be yours. Or we gave a cash alternative £45,000, which is pretty epic in itself. Coming up to Christmas, you'll either get a car or you'll get £45,000 before Christmas. I think both are pretty special. So you have that. We also have our
Zach and Stuart, I believe, said hey.
Hey,
Hello.
hey. So apologies, Molly's not here. Molly's not very well today. Hopefully she'll be back Thursday because we've got quite a big special event on Thursday. So I'm hoping she'll be back on Thursday. But don't rush. If you're not well, you're not well.
And I just worked out how I can move it like this now. Look at that.
Yeah. Look at
Look at
that.
that, see? That's why I was so quiet.
We'll be looking at the floor for the rest of the
There's a little switch on the side.
So the Fiat 1900A. It's quite a unique little thing. So believed to be the only one made from factory in right-hand drive. We don't know that to be sure, but we haven't seen any other right-hand drive ones. The paperwork suggests it was. The story behind this car is someone quite high up at Fiat spec'd this from factory to go in right-hand drive. So they made it especially for him. Very special car. We've done nothing to it at all other than clean it. So there are some little imperfections on this car. Some of the cars we do are concourse winning cars. Others, like this, doesn't need that treatment. It's one of those cars, if you start restoring it, you start doing it, you'll end up rebuilding a completely brand new car. Whereas what you see here is exactly what you get. You can take this to any show. And it's one of these cars that will turn heads. You could drive it in the rain and you're not going to be precious too much about it. It's just a really, really special car. So massively undersold on this. I was quite surprised. We tried something a little bit different with this one where we only wanted to find 2,000 people that wanted tickets. So they're slightly higher. It was £20 a ticket, and that probably didn't please everybody, which is fair enough, because only half of the tickets were sold, or just under half, wasn't it?
Yes, about 800.
Yeah,
so.
800. So odds are going to be incredible on that. And like I say, the Cyberster odds are going to be incredible on that.
Robert said, please let his number come up for the Fiat.
For the Fiat, okay. And I spoke to Phil earlier on, who was struggling to get some tickets for the Fiat. He's bought 5. So I had a little chat with him, and he desperately wants that as well. So I reckon it might, hopefully. I mean, there is a cash alternative on that one, but
Yeah.
we're car people. You know, we've only recently offered the cash alternative purely because times are changing and obviously you've got to move with the times. But competitions to us was always the cars. And what's really nice, since we've started doing the cash alternative, there's only one person, which was the Caterham, Louis, with the Caterham, who took the cash alternative. Everybody else has taken the car.
As we were saying earlier as well, it's like with the Fiat, if you just look at it, you don't really know the car, you might be like, oh, I'll take the
Absolutely.
6K. Whereas I feel like I get attached to the story of the car. So
Yeah.
that car, because I know that it's been so well looked after and the story of where it's been and everything else, I'm thinking, oh yeah, you've got to take the car. It'll be really cool.
Absolutely. And the nice thing about it's not too big, so it's, you know, the bigger cars, the Rolls Royces and stuff like that we do. I kind of get you need a garage or you need a driveway. You possibly don't so much with that one. So another really special thing which we touched upon earlier on, and I'm standing by it now, is the P1 barrel. So we made a commitment a month ago now.
Yeah.
We've been talking to P1 Sustainable Fuel for quite some time now. We made the commitment about a month ago that every single car that leaves our workshops now will have a full tank of sustainable fuel. Rob can tell you a little bit more behind the camera about it, but essentially you don't have, you can leave here and go and put unleaded in it if you want, and you can carry on the way you normally do, can't you?
Yeah, and it reduces emissions by 80% in each car that leaves us, which I think is massive. You know, we get lots of talk about how classic cars and old cars aren't sustainable and you've got to go EV and everything else. And with this, it shows that EVs are a solution in some situations.
Yeah.
And when it's not an option, you've got sustainable fuel, which, you know, it's 80%, as I said, 80% more sustainable than fossil fuel. And it's proven itself in the world of motor racing.
Well, I was going to say that. So they conquered the racing world, haven't they? So WRC all run on P1, is that right? So they actually run on the P1 fuel. When I went to Goodwood Revival, every single car that was on the track ran on a sustainable fuel of some sort. So the racing scene seems to be doing really well. And the only reason it hasn't really tapped into the everyday car just yet is purely cost. You know, you look at going to a petrol station, what you on, £1.20, £1.30 a litre. You're looking at nearer £5 for something like this. But then we worked out the other day the average mileage of your car against how much fuel you would put in it. Admittedly, unleaded is cheaper, but the more people that put this in their car, the cheaper it becomes. We were introduced to P1 because they're already talking about coming to the UK and having a manufacturing plant in the UK, which will drop the price even further. So that's why we've committed to, yes, we're spending that little bit more money to put this fuel in the car, but hopefully it's educating, it's getting the message out there that EV is not the only solution. You've got sustainable fuel as well, which makes, in my opinion, makes so much more sense than EV. Like Martin said from P1 when we had a presentation by him, he was saying that they're not trying to replace EV. The government are saying everybody's got to be EV by a certain amount of time, which is possibly not doable. And what he's saying is your everyday man or everyday woman who's got an Astra that's 3 or 4 grand is almost being told they've got to go and buy a 40, 50, 60, £100,000 car to replace it. Not everyone can do that, whereas you could put that in it and carry on. So yes, our commitment is every single one, and I've gone completely off topic. The white Mini last week, that was a cash alternative, but the winner had decided to take the car. That will be the very first car. It's being delivered on Friday. It's the very first car to run on P1 out of here, and every single car moving forward will be on that as well. So the Fiat 1900, that'll also be on that. Obviously the Cyberster won't, but we're already in the draw for these, so there's no way you can buy any more tickets for these. You're 50% sold on that one, 50% sold on that one, so you've got incredible odds if you're in the draw, so we'll do that shortly. There's still tickets for the XJS. It's doing really well at the moment. Next Tuesday is when it's due to be given away. Possibly it will sell before that.
Yes.
If it sells before that, we'll do the draw before that, but I think it's probably going to be around then.
Gary says hello.
Hello.
And then you put a comment in, so I'm guessing
I?
that might be Gordon upstairs. in
No,
the
because he's
office.
gone. He's gone. So
Oh.
well, hopefully he's gone. He's watching. He needs to go.
And the 3 Cordettes says, hello guys, Molly here. So excited to
Molly.
find out the winner. So sorry I'm not with you for the draw.
Oh,
It'll probably be a good one.
Hope you're better soon. And Nick, if you're watching along as well, I hope you get better soon too. So
Someone's just said, "Oh, please list the 400."
The 400 is very soon. If Nick was here, he'd tell us exactly when it is because he's in charge of the diary. Do you remember when it is? We've scheduled every single car in here now.
Hasn't been shot yet, though, has it?
Oh, hasn't it? So that's probably... So what have we got? Can we reveal what's next? It was going to be... So the Porsche 911 is next.
Yeah.
That was going to be today.
Yeah.
So that's probably a good thing to talk about very quickly, and then obviously we'll go off and do the draw.
Gary says, "Hi, Rob and Craig." Hi, Gary.
Hi, Gary. Hi, Gary. So the Porsche 911 was due to be launched today. Now, that would have been launched to our mailing list today. So when you go and buy a ticket, you can tick a box that says subscribe. And we don't bombard you. We don't spam you with stuff. We don't sell your data or do any nonsense like that. But when we release a car, we release it to yourselves 24 hours before anybody else and a slightly discounted price. That discount then, after 24 hours, disappears and everybody buys their ticket for the same amount of money. So it's worth getting onto the mailing list if you're not already on. The 911 is next, and then everything else you see follows suit.
And we have sold out a few cars from the mailing list alone, haven't we? So
we have, yes. So the Aston Martin Vantage, that was sold out from the mailing list.
That was really quick, wasn't it?
Yeah. Like that.
Yeah.
The spot prizes as well, they sell out really quickly from the mailing list. So we're often putting watches on, or we were talking about this earlier on, myself and Rob. You're in the members club now, which is a bar in the evenings for members only. So we've started getting sort of quite exclusive alcohol and whiskies and gins and things like that. So they go off as spot prizes. They're open to everybody, but as we say, if you're on the mailing list, you get first dibs, and it can sell out from the mailing list alone. So let's start with the 1900A. We'll go and do the draw for that. And then we'll do the Cyberster.
Yeah.
We won't call the winners today because obviously it's just the two of us, so we're having to find numbers and stuff. Makes it tricky. But we'll phone
Gary
shortly
says
after.
it looks like we need a few Christmas decorations in the Classic Lounge.
We thought about that, but then we thought there's no event coming up sort of that people come to. But maybe, yeah, maybe. Oh, we've got some new bits here.
New
None
sculptures.
Of that. Some sculptures. We have got an incredible sculpture, not one of these. These are, Nick, if you're watching along, you've got to photograph these. We've got an incredible one coming up soon, which is Ferrari, isn't it?
Yes. And so these are made from old Formula One engine parts?
Yes, exactly, yeah. Yeah, there's a little, so Sergio Perez, 2011 Formula One World Championship British Grand Prix in Silverstone. Is that?
And then this one.
And then this one is something different.
Fernando Alonso,
Oh, okay.
2009 Monaco Grand Prix.
So if you want to see more things like this, I mean, Mike, who makes these, he's very, very well known in the Formula One world. He puts all this together, so he has the opportunity of parts of F1 cars. We've got something coming up really special soon, which is why he's brought this in, because we met up with him about part of Michael Schumacher's car, which that's going to be very, very soon. But anyway, going back to it, so the Fiat 1900A is what we'll do first of all.
Molly likes the new sculptures.
And Molly, do you like the mouse? I'm trying your mouse that you wanted and never used. Right, okay, so we've got here. Right, so 2,000 tickets. As you can see, we're half sold on this. There's only about 800 tickets sold, so we could be here for a while. There was 2,000 tickets in this draw, so as you can see, 1999 and 2,000 are empty. There's a lot along the way that are empty. You see, 1988 is empty. So if one of them comes up, we just draw again. So we're definitely going to be finding a winner today. And then it's up to them whether they choose the cash alternative or take the car. I think it'd be nice to take the car. Like I say, I think all the cars would be nice if they were taken. Right, so let's just do a little practice run. Let's do 3,000. 4,000. Okay, so 3,000, 4,000, and that would be, there you go, that's how it works.
Molly's arguing, saying that the mouse is never there when she goes to use it.
The mouse is in the bag, Molly, the bag of
the one that's always on the TV.
Always on the TV, yeah. Stop moaning. Right, okay, so 0 and 0, we'll put it back to...
She normally has someone set everything up for her. Diva, and
she'll hate you saying that. Okay, right, so have we got any clears? That's the point. If you're watching along, could you just let us know that the screen is clear before I click the button?
Ollie says clear.
Excellent. So even though we've only got up to 1998 to keep it fair, it will do exactly how it was. So we'll do all 2,000.
Gary says clear,
tickets.
Zach says clear, Sean says all good.
Wonderful, thank you very much.
Gordon says clear.
Was it, did you say Zach's in the draw for the Fiat? Was it Zach?
No, Sean, I
Sean,
believe,
right,
yes.
okay. Okay, good luck, everybody. So the winner of the Fiat 1900A is 877. So if we go to 1900A, 877, is that right? 877. Oh, I didn't bring a pen and paper to write it down. Oh, there we go.
Oh, there
We've
we
already
go.
got one. Look at that. Okay, so 877. I'll put that into the middle of the screen. And there you go. Ian Benson. Now, I don't recognise that name as a previous winner.
No.
So congratulations, Ian. We'll give you a call shortly to have a chat with you to see whether you want the cash alternative or the car. The car is pretty special. And then how that works is we'll deliver the car to you in our own covered transport. So congratulations to Ian. We'll give you a bell later on. Should we do the Cyberster or do we have a little wander around?
Yeah, no, let's do the
shall we?
Cyberster while we're here, yeah.
Okay.
It'd be nice if they're watching.
Wouldn't it? Has anyone said they're in for the Cyberster?
Yeah, a few people. So Sean says if he wins the MG, he's taking the car.
Okay, that's good. See, that's what I would do. We had this
Yeah.
conversation earlier, and you said you'd take the money.
Yeah, but only from
Practically
a
wise.
practically and sensible head-wise. If it was me being selfish for what I'd enjoy the most.
See, we're in the same
take the
position, and we've both got young children. I've got one young child, you've got two. I would probably still take the car, though.
car.
I think part of me thinks that because it's one of the first to arrive in the UK, that's going to make it that little bit more special. I don't know if it'll ever be proven, but for a start, there's hardly anyone have got them. So I think that's...
But you having a very cool two-seater, you've also got a Land Rover Defender 110. I've got an MGB and an Astra.
See,
so
I went
it's not
to
quite so
I went to Buxton up in Derbyshire this week, and then I went to Windsor at the weekend, and I'm supposed to be in Goodwood now. Don't feel guilty, Molly, it's not a problem. But I'm supposed to be in Goodwood as we speak, and that would have gone in the Defender. It's not enjoyable, really isn't enjoyable. It's lovely, you know, for short trips.
So Gary Smith said he thinks he would take the money and buy an MGB V8.
Just had a V8 arrive, the green one.
Yeah, I saw
You can look at that on the website, yeah. So if you go onto the project section, that's going to be a full restoration for a customer we've done a few cars for. So anyway, have we got some more clears? I haven't got any clears.
No, so someone else says, when I win, I'll take the car, whatever it is, MG is brill.
Good,
It's
excellent.
a very nice one.
Excellent. Right, so this is I'll get rid of the, no, I won't get rid of the 1900 because we need the number. Okay, so there's 8,000 tickets in this one. We could be here a long time because only 4,000 tickets sold on this one. So we could be here some time on this, but who knows? Okay, right.
Graham says his GP has a Cyberster.
Really?
Yeah, someone's doing well.
She talks cars, the influencer. She had one for a week, and she said, she put it on yesterday that whatever people say, it's one of the best cars she's had.
I think so. I've only ever driven 2 EVs.
Yeah.
And they were both at EMG in Ipswich. One was the Cyberster, and one was another EV from MG.
I bet it's very different.
Yeah, it was. It was. So, you could feel the power straight away in both, but the power in the Cyberster is incredible.
I've never driven an EV. We did a Mini, an old a 1960s Mini, which we've publicised quite a lot. I've driven that around the car park, but that's it. That's all. I've never sort of opened one up and.
The Cyberster is crazy. So I think it was Dan when he came in for his test drive said it will rip your face off.
Really?
Yeah, it's really quick.
But we're not going to drive this one either because it's delivery miles. So I think it's something like 80 or 90 miles on the clock. So anyway, 1 is the beginning ticket, 8,000 is the end ticket. But like I say, there is probably 4,000 tickets empty in this one. So very, very best of luck. Okay, here we go. 2784. 278.
Oh,
4. Oh,
yes.
we've got one straight away. So I'll take that into the middle. Let me just double check. So 2784 Cyberstar. 2784 is Paul. Again, I don't recognise that name, so he's not a double winner. So congratulations to Paul. We'll give you a shout shortly after this, and you can decide whether you're going to have a car, a brand spanking new MG Cyberster, or you're going to have £45,000 in cash. That's the biggest cash alternative we've ever given away as well. So the bank account's going to look pretty slim.
Yeah.
But we'll give you a call in a bit. Congratulations. So
Gary says, well done, Paul.
well done, Paul, and well done, was it Ian? Was the previous one?
Yes, it
Ian?
was,
Yeah.
yes.
So congratulations to both of you. We'll give you a call shortly. There's a few things I'll just very quickly talk about just before people disappear. So the Advent calendar. If you're not on the Advent calendar yet, it's a free competition, but essentially it's 24 competitions in one. So every single day we're releasing a new prize, not just from us. Today is site credit, but we've had Bewley, tickets to Bewley so far. We've had Coach Built Whiskey, which is Jensen Button's brand. What else have we had? We have had, oh, it's the third day, isn't it?
Yeah, but we've got lots of stuff coming up. We've got like Spa Day.
Spa Day, Goodwood, Limited 100,
Yep,
an
some
exclusive
limited
print
prints.
from them. So we've got loads coming up. So jump on that one. You literally go on. Do you have to answer a question?
Yeah.
Answer a question.
It's
It's
very
free
easy.
to enter. So jump on that one. And you're not just in that day's draw. You'll be in every day now until Christmas.
Yeah, so your
Eve.
number, whenever you join, whatever number you have, that will be
Stays
your
that number.
number for the whole competition.
And we reveal the winners every single day. We've also got the MG Midget. That's a free one as well. So that's just in the new year. We're going to be revealing the winner of that one. So that's a free competition. And then finally, Jaguar's big news today. What do you think? Do you like it? The new Jag?
I feel like whatever we say, the answer's going to be wrong.
But do you like the new Jag? You personally?
I don't mind it.
I love it.
I like the whole idea of they've gone, we need to change.
Yeah.
We need to move into the future. So if we're going to do it, we're going to do it.
I mean, the road going one's not going to look like that.
No.
But I think
it's still, I think it's end of next year before the first one is actually revealed and ready to go. So they've still got a year of hype to build.
I think you've done a really good job, Jag. I mean, I'm probably speaking for possibly the minority, but I really like it. But you have got what others would consider the correct Jag, or a correct Jag to have. It's got the correct badge on it to a lot of people. Our Jaguar XJ6 is selling really well. So next Tuesday is when we're going to be doing the draw for this one. This, like I said earlier, will run on P1 fuel, sustainable fuel. So grab your tickets for that one. It probably will sell out, and it probably will sell out sooner
And I don't know
than
if
Tuesday.
you saw the message earlier. I can't remember who it was, but this is part of the XJS Owners Club, I believe. This car.
It is. Well, the
So-
history on this car is epic. Have you seen it? I mean, there's literally folders and folders. Even the spare key is in its
Yeah, it's a
own
presentation box.
Yeah, it's
It's
incredible.
really nice.
So it's been really well looked after. So jump on and get your tickets for that one if you can. Congratulations to our two winners today, Ian and
Paul?
Paul.
Yeah.
Molly's really good at that. She can just reel it off like that. We'll give you both a call straight after this.
Zach
but
said there's lots of people talking about the new Jags in his office, and a lot of people like them.
There you go. There you go. So congratulations to our winners. Jump on and get your tickets for the other things, and we will see you way before next week, but we'll see